Warning, the following contains content intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. The rest of my Final Fantasy series will be dedicated to my mom, who loved Final Fantasy almost as much as she loved her cats. I love you, Mom. I wish I had told you that more while you were still alive. What's up, peeps, and welcome back to another Before Episode Chat with me, your host, Zod19. We're going to dive right back into where we left off, just after the end of Doma Castle, reconvening with everybody here on the steps. And we're going to try and get as far as we can today. I have no idea how far we will get, but hopefully we'll get to the trial in this episode. I'm going to record 2, so I apologize if my voice acting is crap at the beginning of this and shitty at the end of the next episode. It's just how my voice works. Gotta warm up, and then everything goes to hell. Alright, let's dive into this. Oh god, so hungry. Nom nom. Nom nom. Delicious. Alright, what do you gotta say, Alphino? The world turned upside down. Alphino is at a loss for words. Blah 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 blah. And things. Thank you. The occupation has ended then, and the people must be informed of our victory. But I will not simply give up Gosetsu for lost. Before aught else, we must needs search the ruins. Allow me, dudes! The castle is still collapsed into the river and could easily drag you to your deaths. I can navigate the waters easily, without fear of drowning, dudes.
Be reasonable, brother. You know he is right.
Well, okay.
Kreed, a word if I may.
Okay.
My lord withdraws into himself, unable to turn his thoughts from the keep. He needs us now more than ever.
My dudes, I have returned. I swam as far into the ruins as I could.
And? Did you find him?
Nah, dudette. Not remained to the keep for me to search. Undermined from below and shaken from above, the manner of its collapse was most unusual. If the floor beneath him gave way before the rest, it is not impossible that he could have been sent tumbling into the river. But the water is thick with silt and debris. Despite my best efforts, I could not find him. I'm sorry, dudes. There is naught for which you should apologize. Thank you, Sarabon, for taking it upon yourself to search. The castle is in ruins, and the people are eager to learn the fate of their nation. We leave at once. Are you sure, my lord? The day is won, and the morrow beckons. It falls to us to greet it. How reasonable. Her earrings are awesome.
I'm going down to the docks to see if I can't get one of the Confederate ships to take us to the Enclave.
Okay.
Mayhap we should tell the others at the House of the Fierce to gather there. Magnai and Sadu have naught of what happened in the castle. I will go and tell them.
They fought valiantly and with honor, Serena. I pray you will tell them that as well. You too, my friend, were instrumental in this triumph. I must insist that you be present when we bring these tidings to my people. Okay. Also, the handle on this greatsword on my back is like massive. Holy shit. Alright, let's head down here then. La da 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 da. Just gotta run quickly in this direction. Alright. Hey, Tensui. You don't look like shite. The captain thought you might need a ride to the Enclave. Ready to come aboard? Let's go. On you go then. Sit wherever you like. I don't know what happened in there, but it's over. You won. That's cause enough for celebration. And those people you're about to see need something to celebrate. Okay.
We brought everyone here. You were the last to arrive.
I see. Thank you. We owe the Confederacy a great debt.
I have waited 25 years for this moment. You owe us naught.
Well, okay. Look at this mess. Damn! But hey, later on, I can do quests to restore this particular area. And donate, items to get money, and so on. It's really awesome.
Look! It's Lord Hien!
Lord Hien!
It's him! He lives! He lives!
Some few words of encouragement would not go amiss, my lord.
Right. Yes, of course.
Well, if you won't say something, I will. I've done this before.
Hearing you say that, I find my courage somehow renewed. Much obliged.
You're welcome. Everybody needs a hot poker to the ass occasionally. Right in the bunghole. Damn, this place is a mess.
We are a sorry lot, are we not? Tired, dirty, stinking of blood and sweat and ash. The people pushed to the point of breaking. And yet, we won. The perseverance to endure decades of oppression. The will to carry on the legacy of those we have lost. These were the bonds that held us together and gave us the strength to reclaim our home. After 25 hard years, the shadow of the Empire no longer darkens these lands, and we may at last look forward to the dawning of a new day. But, my friends, it will be a day of work. So I ask you, have you yet the strength to stand? To rise up with me once more? Here and now? And begin to rebuild our homeland?
Lord Ian!
Well, that was sudden. They were all just suddenly on their feet like boom! God damn.
This will not end with Doma. We will see to that, right, Lise?
Right.
Damn straight.
This is but the beginning. The tide is turning, and it shall soon bear us back across the seas and onward unto the next battlefield.
Alright, we go this way. Now, right now the Doman Enclave doesn't even have an Aetheryte yet. You have to complete the second patch, and then do a couple of quests in Revenant's Toll, and then come back, and then there will be an Aethernet, or an Aetheryte shard out here, and you'll be able to teleport and, you know, work on donating to it and so on and so forth. I know that there is somehow a way to donate to Ishgard, like if you're a crafting or gathering job, to help them rebuild, but I have no idea when or where that starts, or if that's even a thing yet. It might come in a later patch. I don't know. I'll have to find out later. Get me out of here. Honored hero, you seek passage across the One River. Yes, back to the Glittering Basin, please. I think. Was I supposed to do that? Did I miss talking to somebody I was supposed to talk to? No. Oh, okay. Whew. Panicked slightly. Just a tiny bit. Not too much. Are you certain you would not prefer to stay a while longer? There are sure to be festivities, at which you would be the guest of honor, like as not. My job isn't done yet. Very well. There are other ways in which we might celebrate, by rejoining the fight for freedom in Girabania, for one. Sure though time here has been, we all have come to regard this land and her people as our own, I think. But we have done that which we came to do. Word of Doma's liberation will soon spread throughout the Empire, and we must seize this opportunity to rekindle the fires of liberation in the West. Yeah.
We dare not allow the Imperials a moment's respite, lest they march on Doma again. For the sake of all concerned, we should leave immediately.
Indeed.
Did I hear you right? You were leaving?
Yes.
I'm afraid so. We've got our own battle to fight. What about you? Will you be heading back to the steppe? Yes! The war here is ended, and there is no cause to remain. The Oranir and the Dorthal have already withdrawn. I will follow them anon, but I wish to bid you farewell first.
The Blue too, dudes, must return to their homes, but we will be back. Doma has need of merchants and builders, and we are eager to offer our services. And just like that, our grand fellowship is broken. Without ceremony or pomp, you steal off into the dark. No matter. We have plenty to be getting on with. places to be, people to rob, and so on. And the captain was never one for mingling. I'm a pirate. Give me a song at a tavern and I'll be happy. Hobnobbing with Lord Heen? Nay. No taste for the finer things. In any event, we need not part ways here. If you are for Kugane, we would be happy to take you. Her waters have always been fruitful.
I wish you well on your journey, my friends. May you ever walk in crimson. Thank you, Serena, for everything.
May the kami speed you on your way, dudes. Until we meet again. Now I can finally stop using that voice. He says as he walks away. So it was a ruse! Hey. Naught remains undone. You are ready to depart? Yep. To Kugane, then. Thank you. I love this instant teleport thing. It's free, and it takes me where I need to go for my next quest. I'm so happy. You can just hear it bleeding in my words. Like a dying rat. Hi. Have everything? Good. We will need to weigh anchor before the Sekisagumi arrive. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for what you did. Give my regards to the Uldan. Okay. I'll take the materia, please. Thank you. How you doing, Alphino? A swift and secret departure. Alphino would like to return to the Ruby Bazaar, post-haste. I informed Tataru of our coming. She and Hancock will be waiting for us in the Ruby Bazaar.
Then it is here we part ways. Best of luck to you and yours and your piratical endeavors, I suppose.
Yeah, because pirates, why not? Okay, return to the Ruby Bazaar. Huzzah! Must run, post-haste. I need to get to the nearest Aethernet shard, which I have no idea where the hell it is. And then teleport my happy ass over to the Ruby Bazaar. Before I actually arrive there on foot. Would be preferable. There's very few people here. It's because they all moved to the Shadowbringer areas. Let's see. The Ruby Bazaar. I really like the Shadowbringer areas. They're very pretty. I have almost beaten the main story quest on my main character. Greetings, honored sir. Will you be entering the Ruby Bazaar offices? Yes, now open the damn door for me. Because apparently I can't do it myself. I'm just a poor cripple who can't grasp the door handles and fling them wide. Oh, she's adorable.
Welcome back, everyone! And congratulations on the job well done!
It is a pleasure as ever to see your smiling face, Tsaru. Less so yours, Hancock. Though Rasho and I sincerely grateful for your assistance. The pleasure is all mine, Master Alphino. I assure you.
Anyway, we will be glad to hear that I have already chartered passage for you back to Limsa. The ship is ready to leave port this very day, but the captain has agreed to wait until the four of you have boarded.
Sweet. The four of us? You mean to stay here in Kugane?
Yes! I gave it thought and realized that even with Doma free, there's still a need for a woman in the middle. Mayhap even more than before, considering all the friends and alliances you've made.
As I told her many times before, I would be more than willing to assist you.
And as I told you many times before, I am not about to let you worm your way into our affairs and exploit our connections for your personal gain, bitch.
Damn, Tataru! Why must you always presume the worst? 'Cause you're a merchant. Goddamn.
So there you have it. I will remain here for now. You needn't worry. I'm a regular in the hostelry, and a half-dozen other local institutions. Everyone loves me.
Well, that's because you're adorable.
So go, go! Power Rangers! Don't let me keep you. Buy your supplies and souvenirs while you still can. When you've finished, make haste to the docks. Pier 2. To be precise, I'll be waiting for you there.
Okay. And even though she has tiny little legs, she'll still arrive at the docks before me. Even though I'm running full sprint to the Aethernet shard and teleporting my happy ass over there, she'll still arrive before me. Because that's the power of Tataru. Okay. Don't know which one I'm going to. Ah, the hostelry. Okay. Should have looked at the map first and been like, oh right, that place. Oh jeez, I'm just burping out my brains.
First to arrive as always. Hopefully the others will not be far behind.
Ah, there you are. All packed and ready to go?
Her voice isn't as squeaky. It's fine.
To the best of my knowledge, yes. Apologies for the wait. The task of tying up loose ends invariably takes longer than one allows. Happily, however, all now seems to be in order.
You could have just said yes. Ready to go. Instead you had to use 1,000 words.
Then
God.
there's nothing left to do but to board the ship. Do try and enjoy the journey, won't you? It may be your last chance to rest for a while.
That would depend on the good captain's choice of route.
As ever, Tataru, I pray you take all due precautions while making your inquiries. Better to avoid the local authorities altogether than risk a repeat of our Ishgardian episode.
And what sordid episode is this, pray tell?
Naught to speak of, I assure you.
You there! Hold that ship!
Oh, hey. Why did you come all the way out
doing
here?
here? Shouldn't you be in Doma?
Shouldn't you? You left with nary a word. We half wondered if I had done something to offend.
Upon learning that you had departed for Kugane, we immediately resolved to give chase. Our comrades can manage affairs in our absence, and it seemed the least we could do.
You mean you came all this way just to say goodbye?
That too, aye. But there was something else I felt I had to say. You helped us win our freedom, and for that I cannot thank you enough. Accordingly, after we have established an interim government and so forth, I think it only meet that we repay the favor by dispatching our own forces to Eorzea. If you would have us.
We harbored no expectations of such generous aid, and as there is no telling when the Empire might strike back at you, would it not be wiser to concentrate your resources on the defense of Doma?
I had a mind to pursue a more aggressive defense, to which we will send forth shinobi to provinces far and wide to spread word of our victory, that we might inspire others to take up arms as we did. Even the Empire has its limits. If the Garleans cannot be certain where and when the next rebellion will take place, how can they commit another force to Doma?
Oh, smart. I approve.
And besides, so long as this debt remains unpaid, how am I to face myself? And Gorsetzer?
As you wish. I will relay your offer to the Eorzean Alliance.
Heck yeah.
All of Doma is counting on you to finish what we have started. You have it in you, Lys. To seize the future you want. Never forget.
I won't, Yen. Not your words or anything else. Everything that led us here, that will drive us forward, I'll carry it with me always. And that's a promise.
I will hold you to that. Go with them to Eorzea. Tell their people of our triumph and of our pledge to stand with them.
By your leave, I shall pave the way for our new alliance.
Heck yeah.
Hurry up, you lot! The ship's about to weigh anchor!
It seems our time is at an end. Go well, my friends. And may we meet again beneath a western sky.
Hell yeah. Although, to be honest, it's not much different from the east. It's all blue. With clouds. Sometimes rain. Like right now. Holy shit. Bye, Tataru. Meanwhile, in the royal palace of Alamigo...
I always knew that woman was unfit for command.
Aye, when you think of all the resources we poured into that hole, and for what?
Oh, he's dead. Well, shit.
The beast yet lives. Mayhap it is time I sharpen my claws.
The third eye looks like a giant white head. Just saying.
I wonder, will you walk into my parlor once more?
For Dolorem Lupus, come at the command of the Lord Viceroy to present the prisoner taken by the Cranie Lupi.
Xenosier Galvus, I presume. It's true what they say. You do have the eyes of a monster. A ravenous, insatiable fiend.
You, give the butcher your weapon.
Yes, my...
My lord, this is...
A reward given in recognition of your service. I trust you will prove more capable than its former owner.
I swear, I'll not disappoint you, my lord.
Good. Now, silence that mewling little piglet. I would not hear another sound pass her lips until I strip the fat from her.
Gotta admit, the Garlean theme is just intense. Alright, finally back in Eorzea. Hey, Lise.
Back in Eorzea at last, ready to pick up where we left off and finish the fight. We're not who we were when we left. We're stronger and wiser.
I know, right?
So let's do it. Let's get back to Alamigo and defeat Xenos once and for all.
I'll take the materia, thank you. Catch me if you can, for I am the gingerbread man, the returned. No, I still prefer the swirling abyss. Hey, help no. While you were away, home is where the heart is, and Alphanos is in Eorzea. Here we are, home at last. I must say, the journey passed more quickly than I had expected. It's been like 3 months.
That would be due to the absence of otherworldly interference, I expect.
I should be glad that we did not speak of that unpleasantness again. You know, there actually wasn't any Ascians anywhere over there. I don't trust it. But in spite of all that and more, we return home better for the experience. And more importantly, triumphant.
Indeed. And with Doma free of Imperial oppression, it is only right that we turn our attention to the plight of Alamigo.
Indeed.
Well, I'm all for that, obviously. But I think we should go and see the refugees at Revenant's Toll before doing anything else. They'll be thrilled to hear what we've accomplished. And it'd sound best coming from you. Thank you. I shall do as you suggest.
Oh, okay. The Admiral just makes her own way over here like, yo, what's up, bitches? Was shopping, heard you guys got back.
I see that I am not too late.
Admiral, what are you doing here?
Oh, I was shopping and, was just passing by, heard you guys got back, came over to see which penis needs chopping. The East Aldenar Trading Company informed me of your impending arrival. I have tidings I thought best to share with you in person. From Girobania? Aye. The Alliance still holds the wall, despite several Imperial counterattacks, but we have been unable to press further into occupied territory.
It's almost like you guys can't do anything unless I'm on the battlefield. How strange.
Commander Kemp and his men, meanwhile, have made great strides toward rebuilding their depleted ranks. They have even taken it upon themselves to attempt some few operations, with mixed results. I am sorry to say, it was a complication arising from one such venture that we moved to seek you out.
Okay.
During a mission to transport wounded resistance fighters to the Rising Stones, Kryl Baldacian was taken prisoner.
Ah, son of a bitch. Kryl? Do they know where she's being held?
They do not, but your comrades were informed at once, and I am told Thancred is in Girobania looking for her as we speak.
Oh, that's good to know. How could this have happened? We must seek out Thancred without delay. Nay, Kryl taught me better than that. It would be unwise to act without first acquiring a full understanding of the situation. Oh, look at that. He's learning. Thank you for informing us. Tired though we may be, we must make haste to Castor Morians. Pray excuse us, Admiral, Lady Ugiri. He becomes way more polite the more nervous and anxious he is. I would find it endearing if it wasn't annoying. You can load sometime today, please. There we go. Hi. Castrum Oriens. Oh, okay. I just gotta teleport over there. I'm like, what am I doing? Yes, please. 804 gil sounds like a reasonable reason to use my thingy-bobber. Ah, there's Kreed. He was much easier to find than expected. Hey, buddy. There you are. You've heard the news.
In broad strokes from Admiral What happened?
Kryle and a squadron of resistance fighters were escorting Y'shtola and several other wounded to the Rising Stones for further treatment when they were ambushed by Imperial forces. Arenvald and his men fought valiantly, but in the chaos... I will make no excuses. We failed to protect her.
Don't be so hard on yourself. You protected Y'shtola and the others, did you not? Tell us about the attack.
It was the Skulls. They knew a path across the wall we hadn't found. We thought we were safe once we reached the Black Shroud. We weren't expecting an ambush. During the fighting, I caught a glimpse of their leader's memories. It was all as planned. The advantage of having a walker in the field. I'm not as strong in the Echo as Kreed is, of course. Half the time, it's enough to knock me on my arse. Like I've taken a dose of concentrated aether.
So you walked in Fidola's memories. What did you see?
A woman promised the world, education, training, citizenship, all that and more, if she but sold her soul. A traitor to her people, a pretender to her masters. It was Xenos himself that gave the order. Told her to return with Kryle Baldesion, alive. Our agents have been carefully monitoring Imperial communications since the attack, and have yet to intercept any transmissions making reference to Kryle or her current whereabouts. If their orders were to bring Kryle back alive, we can save her if we move quickly enough. As you say, time is of the essence, which is why I intend to slip past enemy lines and see what information I can uncover on my own. In the meantime, it is up to you and our allies to command the Imperial's undivided attention. Lots of shouting and explosions and so forth. Keep them distracted and I will find her. Aye. Very well. I wish I could do more to aid you, but I understand. Commander Kemp is on his way to the Castrum as we speak, for a meeting with General Aldine. If you hurry, you can find him on the road and discuss the situation beforehand. Why? If we just wait here, he'll Fine.
I think Kreed and I are gonna go and see Conrad like you suggested. You all wait here.
Why you gotta frickin' volunteer me to do shit? Fine. I will sprint just outside the place to talk to him. Watch me get ambushed on the way over here. I'll be pissed. No? Not gonna get me ambushed? Alright. Minago! It's been a while! How you doing? Hey, Conrad. Well, well. Isn't it a pleasant surprise? It fills my heart with joy to see you two hale and healthy.
Welcome home, Lise. Kreed. I'm sure you heard about Kryle by now. That's why we're here. I'm not sure what to think about it, but we'll save her. We'll definitely save her somehow.
Aye. I've no doubt that you will. You look stronger for your time in the Far East, lass. And that's good news for Kryle.
I'd like to think so. But enough about me. How is everything with you and the Resistance?
Better than when you last saw us, and no mistake. Arnvald's been a godsend. Him and Minago and all the other young bloods have achieved so much in such a short time. We've been blessed to receive the support of the Flames Alamigan Brigade, who have been instrumental in freeing our countrymen from labor camps throughout Girabania, as well as some political prisoners from the city proper, believe it or not. Together with the refugees returning from Ul'dah and elsewhere, we've had no shortage of able-bodied men and women eager to join the cause.
I knew you wouldn't stop fighting, even after what happened at the Reach.
Force of habit, I suppose. Though we've come a long way, we're still far to go. But we'll fight for every ilm, and sooner or later we'll get to Alamigo. True. But listen to me prattling on, when we should be making haste to Castromorians. There's no point you telling me everything now when we'll only have to say it again for Flame General's benefit. Exactly.
You're right. I'll go on ahead and let the others know you're not far off.
And she vanishes into the distance. And so shall I. There's 6 quests left in this chunk. And then we'll be entering the final chunk of Stormblood. And then it will be into the patches. Hey, Pippin.
You have spoken to Kreed yet? Good. Take heart. If anyone can track her down, it's him. I believe I hear Commander Kemp's party approaching. If you're ready to address Father and the others, let us be about it.
I'll take the materia, thank you. Hey, Raubon. How you doing? Rhalgr's Beacon. You, Raubon, and the others have much to discuss. There you are. And this is Master Kemp, or Commander Kemp, I see. I know you're eager to speak of our next move. And we would first hear more of your last. Tell us of your deeds in Doma. Oh, you know, I kicked a whole bunch of ass, took a whole bunch of names, kicked a whole bunch more ass. Convinced an entire race of people to fight with me. It was awesome. I love that he still tries to...
Join me in welcoming our Scion allies, but recently returned from their mission to the Far East. We have been most eager to hear a first-hand account of your time there, eventful as we understand it was.
I love how Raubon still crosses his arm, even though he doesn't have a left arm to cross.
Very well. Allow me.
See? He like tucks it into a pocket.
Such victories are rarely won without sacrifice, but the prize is worth the price. Doma, free after all these years.
Only took forever and a day. Or 3 months, depending on how you look at it.
Flooding their own castle for a better chance at victory. We could learn a thing or two from that lad.
Our agents report a flurry of communications between Garlemald and Alamigo in recent days. 'Tis plain they are in the midst of deliberating their response to the Doman uprising.
Good. Every Imperial unit in occupied territory will be on the lookout for civil unrest. The fear of leaving critical locations undefended will make commanders think twice about committing their forces, giving us a chance to seize the initiative.
Yep. They're turtling. No better time than to reach in.
We have a chance, aye.
Tear them
Mayhap
out.
the last one we're ever going to get. While we've done our best to rebuild the resistance, the Imperials have only increased their efforts to root out sympathizers. If we keep on playing for smaller prizes, it's only a matter of time before they crush us again. And that we won't come back from.
A swift advance seems best for all concerned, not least poor Mistress Kryl.
Then let us waste no more time. The campaign for Alamigan liberation begins now. Our first objective will be to capture Castellum Valladina. Take the bridge, and the whole of the fringes will be ours. From there, we can push east towards the peaks. I name this operation Rhalgr's Beacon. For as Rhalgr once sent his star to guide our ancestors to these lands, so too shall it see us home.
Oh. Hell yeah. Let's get this shit done. The success of this operation is paramount. So long as the Empire holds Castellum Valladina, the main host cannot advance. Xenos knows this, which is why he has ordered Fredola and her men to see to the bridge's defense.
So we'll get to fight the skulls again.
Yeah, and we'll kick their asses this time. The Butcher is not to be underestimated. She is decisive, ruthless, and feared by foes and friends alike. But we have a plan to defeat her. First, we send an alliance force down the main road, signaling our intention to mount an all-out assault. The garrison will muster their forces and prepare for a protracted battle. However, they will soon find that we are ill-prepared for their counterattack. Our men will begin to break ranks and flee. I see. Show them your backs and give them a target too tempting not to pursue. Aye, Fredola is too aggressive not to press the advantage. She will order her men to give chase. We lure them as far as East End, where the commanders will rally their forces and attempt to hold their ground. If all goes to plan, we should be able to keep the greater part of the garrison occupied. Leaving us to tackle the bridge's remaining defenders. Very clever, I'm sure. But what will you do if the Imperials smell a rat and return before we've taken the place? I don't need you to take Valladina, Commander Kemp. All I need for you to do is fly your flag from its tower. You mean to trick them into believing that the bridge has fallen? Aye. We convince them Valladina is lost. Hit them hard with our reinforcements and watch them go running for the hills. Then, when the dust is settled, we regroup at the Castellum. What say you? Sounds like a plan. It's a bold plan, but a good one. We'll do it. Awesome. In that case, we shall support both the Resistance and the Allied forces. Kreed, Lys, Arnvald, I ask that you accompany Commander Kemp. Eorzea and I will remain with the Flame General. Alright. We will return to the Rhalgr's Reach and make our preparations. As soon as they are complete, we will join you in the field. Godspeed. All right. Let's get a move on. Run over here. Just gotta talk to the Choco Keep real quick to make sure that I have that active. I've gotta make that a habit, because there are so many places where the Choco Keeps are way faster than your actual Chocobo, or your mount. This is a thing I learned the hard way in the Shadowbringer areas. Zedius Psychus. How you doing, Conrad? Are you ready to kick some ass? In case you haven't noticed, the flag flying above Valentina is bloody massive. It'd take 12 men to change it, and far too long besides. But there's no need for that, right, Minago?
Not so long as I have my griffin and a satchel of glitter prisms, no. Or glamour prisms, no.
Arnvald, you're in charge of the runners between us and the Alliance. No link pearls. Lise, I want you to look in on the squadrons. Make sure they've got everything they need. Everybody clear? What about me?
Aye, sir.
All forces are to depart for Castellum Corvi when ready. That will be all. Kreed, stay a moment if you would. What are my orders? There are a few men I'd like you to look in on personally. Each of them has lost people, and I can tell that it weighs on their hearts. Okay. There have been a lot of new faces since last you were here, so it's best if I just tell you where to look. One's an officer you'll find in the barber, another's an older fellow who likes to pass the times on the shore of Starfall. The last is a fiery young lad from Little Alamigo, who I'm told trains by himself by the river to the fringes. You'll know them when you see them. Come and find me when you've finished. Okay. I'll give out some inspirational words, I guess. I am the warrior of light, after all. There's literally no one more inspiring than me. Item level 384. Tasty. Swarthy resistance fighter. How you doing? I say, if it isn't the lad who helped me find the ward I misplaced. Ah, but there I go again, treating you like an equal. It wasn't till after you'd gone that one of my comrades pulled me aside and told me it was only the bleeding hero of Eorzea who'd taken time out of his busy day to help me. Well, what done is done. But know that I will fight with every ounce of my strength in this coming battle, and the next, and the next. Mayhap that will serve to repay the favor. Fare you well. Aw. You're welcome, man. Now, who the hell am I supposed to talk to over here? Brigand officer. How you doing? Wait, I know you. Lieutenant Rose. It is an honor to meet you. I was living hand to mouth in Ul'dah, but decided to enlist in the flames after I heard tales of your derry-do. And now, as fate would have it, I've been sent here to join the fight for my homeland's liberation. Ah, but this is no time for talk. I've got to prepare for the operation. Take care, Lieutenant. We'll give those Imperial whoresons what for. You damn right we will. Damn. I don't even have to say anything. They just get cheered up just by me appearing near them. They're like, holy shit! His awesomeness is rubbing off on me. Getting in my eye. Ugh. Hot-blooded youth. He's doing squats continuously for ages. Wish I could do that. Good lord. Kreed, am I right? I doubt you remember me, but I'll never forget you. Saved my life in Little Amigo, you did. Wilred and the rest of us had got it into our heads that if we had enough crystals we could summon Rauger, like the Amalja summoned their god. Thankfully you put a stop to it. Ever hear about what happened to Wilred? Joined the Braves when they came calling, only to turn up dead one day. Never found out how or why. But I reckon it doesn't matter. Dead's dead after all. But at least he died doing what he thought was right. And maybe that's the best folks like us can hope for, eh? Not that I'm in any hurry, mind. Okay. Alright, let's get back to Conrad. And continue on. Doobly-ba-da-ba-doo. Boop boop boop. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Cheeky butt cheeks. Really? Wow. Hey Conrad. Let's do this. Let's get in there. Let's tear up some asses. I'm so glad I turned the volume back on. You've had a word with the men I mentioned, then? Yeah, kinda. I said hello and then they told me their life story. As I'm sure you've noticed, they've another thing in common aside from the tragedy. You've touched each of their lives in one way or another, and now you have to go to jail for it. What? No, I didn't touch them like that. But that's not the reason I wanted you to speak with them. Okay? A man who's lived in Garabani his entire life, who bore witness to the realities of the occupation for 20 unbroken years. A man who fled Alamigo in search of a new life, who swore to serve another nation, only for fate to conspire to send him back here. A youth born on foreign soil, who never knew his parents' homeland, yet nonetheless felt kinship with our cause. 3 men, 3 stories, 3 reasons. Yet, all belonged in the resistance. In growing larger, we've grown more diverse, and while there is good in that, there's also the potential for strife and discord. It'd take a special sort to lead such men to Alamigo, don't you think? Leader of the Resistance, eh? Don't I have enough titles already? Haha! Now wouldn't that be a sight? The Slayer of Gods, and Savior of Ishgard leading the Resistance into battle. You're not short of relevant combat experience, I'll give you that. Being serious, though, I've been thinking about asking Lise to be my successor. She's young and worldly, strong and kind. A bit daft at times, but not so much that it worries me. Especially given what I've seen of her since she's returned. Look after her, Kreed. She's our future, and my hope. Alright, man. I trust I needn't say that this conversation is just between you and me. Alright, I'll let you break the news to her. Good lad. Right then. We'd best head to Castellum Corvi. No, what remains of it, rather. Okay. Let's head on! Alright, now where is this? Right there. So I'm gonna have to go south and then make a curve to get to it. Or I can go over and then down. I think over and then down would be the fastest way to get there. Chocobo! That is the wrong thing to do. The fringes. I am way right there. I need to be right there. Wait. No. No. What the fuck? Come on, map. Caster Morians, please. 194. I can afford that. I hope. Alright. Let's make our way over. It feels so slow, but I know I have the first of the movement speed increases out here. The mount speed increases. Oh, gotta go a little more to the left. Through the trees. Make it impossible to see for a second. No worries. It's just a thing. I wish I could sprint on a mount to make it run faster. Oh well. Let's go around the lashes. I'm so glad I'm over level 70 now, so basic bitches like this can't stop me.
can't stop me. Oh, you can't stop me. Can't stop me. Oh, you can't stop me.
Tracer, Antlion, Ankabut. Oh dear lord. It's gross. Of course it is. Alright, an instanced fight.
Thank you all
Oh
for
boy.
watching, peeps. If you liked the video, please click that like button, and if you want to see more content from me, your host, Zod19, be sure to click that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!